Now, I don't know if I'm going to need this when I do this video, but let's find out.
It reminds me of the Ben Shapiro video when he's explaining why girls shouldn't be in the Boy Scouts. And some gal at a college says, well, where does it say that? And he says, it's in the name Boy Scouts. I think Captain America does have something to do with America. You know, it's in the name Captain America.
I love my job. So Sweetie doesn't like what Captain America said in that interview, right? Let's see how he feels about Captain America.
I don't watch these movies generally, but Jeremy dragged me out to go see Avengers Endgame. It was me, our producer Jonathan Hay, and Jeremy, and we go.
Jeremy, you should have left them at home. Secondly, if you don't watch these movies, you don't know anything about those characters, you know what you should do? You should stay quiet. Because at this point, any opinion that you have about those movies or about those characters or their purposes be an opinion made out of ignorance because you would lack the common sense or information needed to actually form a proper thought and how you feel about these characters. Because opinions are not based in facts. They're based in your emotions. And if you are a very emotional person, which you sound like you might be, you really wouldn't be the right person to digest the media in which you watch and properly give an actual critique. What did you have to say? I want to hear it.
And I remember in that movie, at the end, Captain America gives over the role of Captain America to some random black guy. And there was clearly a racial narrative here, which is, okay, we white people had our turn. Now it's your turn. I think that was even the line. Now it's your turn. But it wasn't motivated really by anything in the story. It was just some random black guy. It didn't even really fit into the story. He goes, but anyway, you're a black guy, I'm a white guy, so now it's your turn. You're going to be DEI Captain America. Here you go. Because, I don't know, my skin's not dark enough. Yours is. Here you go. You're Captain America now. And the first thing Marvel does when they make the black guy Captain America, they say it's not about America anymore.
Sweetie, please allow me to educate you real quick. First things first, honey. Although he is Captain America now, sweetheart, in the MCU, sweetie, he was called Falcon. But as you said, you didn't watch any of those movies. So because of that, this random chocolate character that you tend to not like, he had made several appearances. And over the years, he had several reimaginings and several different, costume changes. But he was Falcon for a while until he took on the mantle of Captain America. Now, this is what's crazy. You called him a very random chocolate brother. But Falcon and Captain America have been partners for years. Like, this is old school. Matter of fact, the same way that Cap gave Falcon the shield and made him Captain America was very similar to how he got that shield and his new suit within the comic books when he officially took on the mantle of Captain America, in which it was Old Man Steve that gave him that shield in front of the Avengers. So Marvel was paying homage to the comic books that had already been written about him. Now, I know for a fact that people like me for a very long time were not allowed to read books. We weren't even allowed to write. Someone like you, who's been able to read and write, for years, decades, who didn't have that privilege taken for them, I would think this is something that maybe you should have known. But don't worry, I do love to educate, and I'm so happy to, educate you on this, since you don't seem to read graphic novels, and that's what we're going to call it. But, you can go to the Marvel Unlimited app where you can read comic books, and I recommend you read Captain America 2014, specifically issue 25, where, as I stated, Captain America, Sam becomes Captain America. And if you like that series and you want to keep reading and, learn some more, go ahead and read the series that comes right after it, which is all new Captain America. Now that I've given you that reading recommendation, I kind of want to just go ahead and just beat down your point. You said that Captain America, is about America because it's in the name. America is a promise. And that promise is that we were supposed to give freedom and liberty to everybody and treat everybody with freedom, love, respect, and to protect those that could not protect themselves. And that is what being Captain America means. It's not just about America. It's about everybody. And as long as you're willing to hold those values, you can be Captain America. I know you're probably going to sit there and think that's not true. That's not what being a Captain America stands for. What? I mean, the simple fact that the United States of Captain America, that is exactly what they explain, because not only do we learn that Captain America Steve Rogers, his family were immigrants. They're not Americans. He's American by birth. His family immigrated to America. So the guy holding the shield is only a natural born American because his people immigrated to America. Matter of fact, he even feels there are times where he don't think he should hold the shield because of his background. Isn't that crazy? What's even crazier about this series is that they show you all these different characters who live in America, represent America, and represent and hold all America's values. In which, again, that is the point of Captain America. It's kind of crazy that he explains this to a little itty bitty boy at a museum that showcases all of Captain America's around the world and their shields, etc., and everything they've done for the country and for others. Oh, and if you see this video and you don't understand what's happening, let me explain to you what's going on. This is me. This is you. Let's not do this again, okay? I hope you learned a lot. Again, reading is very important, okay? See, before you go watching media and rotting your brain, take my suggestion, go ahead and download the Marvel Unlimited app. Make sure you go read Captain America 2014. Matter of fact, you can read anything dealing with Falcon or Captain America so you can actually learn something. And one more thing, I want to thank you for allowing me to be Captain America because as Cap always says, he doesn't like bullies. It doesn't matter where they come from. And that's exactly what you are. You're a bully. One thing about me on TikTok, I'm the apex predator for bullies.